Hi, my name's Jim Ainsworth, and I'm the author of this book, An American's Journey to America's Soul, out by Seven Sons Publishing Company. This is video 13, The Human Spirit, Understanding Our Existence. And in video 12, I said that I would go further and explain more of the scientific aspects of our spiritual universe, which includes our physical universe. One of the bonds that holds everything together and continues to move forward this human existence, this process of incarnations that I called in video 12 a school for spirits to learn how to become humans and learn the second aspect of God, unconditional love. Now, the motivating force behind this is cause and effect. Now, we, in scientific lingo, for the physical universe, scientists have this cause and effect, such as a jet planes who exhaust pushes out from the rear of the plane, shooting the plane forward, which is a cause and an effect. And it says that every action in has an equal and opposite reaction in the universe. The same is just like if you were jumping off a boat onto a dock. By the time you reach the dock, your boat would have been pushed way out into the water. Well, since emotions and mind, the mental plane and the emotional plane or astral plane, like the physical universe, has atoms and molecules, is physical, simply is the atoms and molecules are spaced further apart in the astral and then even further apart in the mental. They are still physical and therefore subject to the same law of cause and effect. Now, in scripture reading, you hear this termed as you reap what you sow. In other words, for every action you take, if you do bad things, you have bad things happen to you. And if you read through all the spiritual literature throughout history, they all contain this law. And therefore, the spiritual people talking to you through their writings are all asking or pleading with you to do the right thing. Well, since I have said that our universe is fixed, that incarnations are predestined, the law, the universal law, and you can say physical law, that subjects this fixed portion of our incarnations is this cause and effect. And therefore, that is how our future is laid out. How we have led each of our lives determines what the next series of lives will be. And this is how we learn. We learn by, if we do bad things, we learn, even if they happen in another life, because since your consciousness travels with you on the mental plane, it travels with you lifetime after lifetime and stores these experiences as wisdom in your mental body consciousness. And eventually you realize, oh, geez, I better not do that because I know I'm going to suffer the effects of that. Or And you don't really think about too much when you do good. You're not really the true good, the true good. When you do true good, you don't really expect a reward, but the universe works in its ways like that, and you get your rewards. I've heard that termed as stirring your pennies in heaven, uh, which is true. Um, Now, negative actions, bad actions, have a self-destructive aspect to them because they're negative. The doer of bad deeds always, there is never any exceptions here, always self-destructs. Now, that means that the body self-destructs, or that person suffers, or that group who is doing that self-destructs. And this is true throughout history, no matter whether it's nations, which we have our group soul, in which we were going to get into that particular subject in a future video, or an individual. It self-destructs. So this is an area that, as you lead your life, now I've said what's fixed. Now, if you have a lifetime that you're doing the bad stuff, you're going to do the bad stuff because you haven't learned not to do the bad stuff. But eventually you will. As your lifetimes progress, you will. And your punishment will be the return of your deeds. And if you are doing the good stuff, well, that will return to you. And, I'm going to leave it up to God what's bad and what's good. God's the only judge of that. And you eventually are the judge of your own deeds. So that's all for this video. And you have a nice day. And bye.